We're having a good time here. We're Roger Mosley and, of course, Anthony Fargas and Huggy Bear. And actually, this is a celebration. Let me tell you why. We have a new president now, Barack Obama. A change is occurring immediately. And at the same time, we're celebrating the fact that Bill Cosby here, he's honoring Calvin Brooks because Bill used him first in television. He was the first African-American to work stunts. So when we talk about stunts, a lot of people don't think about, and we'll start with you, Roger, they don't think about stunts as an actor. You're just doing physical things, but actually acting is involved. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the audience out there doesn't know that, they're crazy.
Well, I don't want the audience to know that because it should be seamless. A lot of times you should think that all actors, I mean, could fall off buildings and jump on horses and all that. And the acting part was that these guys were so good at morphing into who we were, so that you couldn't tell it was a guy that it was a guy playing the woman's role, or the woman playing the guy's role, or just the guy playing either one of us. And I think that's one of the beauties of being a specialist in your trade. That these guys.
Then I said, no, why you didn't let me finish?
Okay.
I said that's what, Bob Miner. Come here, quick. Let me call a stuntman over here, a real stuntman over here, because this guy's great. That's what I said. Acting is involved. Didn't I say acting is involved? You said a lot of people don't know.
You did.
That acting isn't involved, and I said it got to be crazy. So get back and do a stunt, Bob, and get on.
This is fun. This is a party.
Here comes my stunt double. Now I don't know who in the hell he saw. Whoever this is, he saw a camera. Oh
No,
Lord,
that's
have
my
mercy.
stunt.
Marvin.
Stunt
That's
double.
my stunt
Oh, you
double.
get on that side.
Marvin Walters.
Bob, you get on
Like I say, it's a party.
Because he bet he look just like you. In fact,
He used to
you the stunt double, and he's the real actor.
And Bob Miner here.
Now, Bob don't look like me because he kept his hair. So he kept it. Man, is this camera getting all this in here?
He's getting it all in.
He ain't got nothing in there. No tape, no nothing.
Looking back you.
Oh, Lord, they saw a camera. Oh, they saw a
Must be something
camera.
in the water here. Must be something in the water.
When did you lose control?
I never lost control. I'm flowing with the interview, baby. Roger, my friend.
Okay, now the question was, is there acting involved? Not only just stunts, but acting is involved on the stuntman's part. Is that true?
Is there acting involved?
On the stuntman's part.
Yes.
We didn't want him to talk, though. We just want him to stay in action.
But I do quite a bit of talking.
Oh,
Always.
all right. So back to us.
But I put my life on the line a lot of time for him, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm still here.
Yes, you are. Let's talk about Bill Cosby. You both have an affectionate with Bill, and you know you've
affectionate relationship as actors. This is Hollywood now. Don't say me and Bill got something going now. Don't get it all wrong now.
When I first came to L.A., he was doing his show, his TV show, not I Spy, but he gave me a role in one of his episodes, and he was also very good to my brother. Bill is a humanist, humorist, and a great benefit to this industry.
and a humanitarian.
And a humanitarian.
All of the above. It's people like Bill Cosby who laid the groundwork for me, inadvertently, for the Barack Obamas of the world. Because Bill Cosby, when he did I Spy, he made people comfortable with a black man in the lead. He was the first black person to hit a white person on television. And and got away with it. So, you know, that took a lot for the public to accept, you know, and it's only because of his persona that they were able to accept that, and through that they accepted more things. They accepted me, they accepted Antonio. He transcended comedic roles to become an action figure. Antonio transcended comedic roles to become an action figure on his show. As Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear went from being a funny guy to being a guy to help him solve crimes. You know.
And a survivor, a survivor in life, which black people in this country had to do in order to get their subliminal messages across about how to survive in a hostile land. And
watch the segue, which led to him needing a stunt man as he became more of an action figure in his shows. And ergo we have Marvin Walters. Now, next segue, who end up being a stunt coordinator on Magnum PI on my show, which ended up with Bob Miner coming in to be the stunt coordinator on Magnum PI on my show per my recommendation, and boom, there we go. You know, so there's a thread that connects everybody. We connect Bill Cosby all the way.
And I think every table you go to tonight will be a part of that thread.
What people don't tell you about Bill Cosby, when Bill Cosby was doing the Bill Cosby show, he walked on the set and there were no blacks. So Cosby said, "Wait, where are the blacks?" Behind the scenes. Where are the blacks? They said, "Well, there's none in the union." He said, "Well, how did they get the union?" He said, "They have to have a job." He paid a white crew to stay home so he could have a black crew on the show. This is what people don't know about him, because he doesn't talk about it.
He certainly is a brilliant man and certainly an educator, and I think that because of the education and him going into television, referring to Bill Cosby, that certainly played a big role in moving forward for African Americans in motion pictures as well as especially television.
And he didn't believe in actors competing against each other, which is why, like, I believe he turned down Emmy Awards and all those kind of things, but he didn't feel like that's something that we should be doing. And
how do you feel about that?
well, I don't feel actors should compete against each other. I think if you're nominated for something, you're a winner.
You get a role you don't want, you just gonna give it to me, because I'll take it.
Well, let me think about that one.
But as we leave on this broadcast in celebration of, well, not quite yet, the people are watching out there, and I want them to be able to pick up some DVDs at Blockbuster, and you've done a whole bunch of movies, so we should let them know so that they can pick up those DVDs. And then when you tell them that, I want a word of inspiration from each one of you gentlemen as to what you tell young people that are disillusioned today in this society. We'll start with Antonio.
Well, thank goodness there's the internet, where you can find a history and a wealth of information on each one of these individuals and what we're about tonight. And I think the only inspiration one has to look at is November 4th, Tuesday, and that says it all.
Since I'm going to keep my theme on the Stuntmen's Association, Bob Miner's an inspiration. We're here at the Black Stuntmen's Association, but ironically enough, Bob Miner's here from the Stuntmen's Association, because the Black Stuntmen's Association was founded because the Stuntmen's Association would put their members in blackface to double people like me and Antonio. Bob insisted on getting in the Stuntmen's Association so that they wouldn't have to do that, and he ended up being doubles for Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, myself. Or I could just go on and the list would just be gargantuan. And so that's my point, is that he's here as a stuntman who the Black Stuntmen's Association catapulted to the point that he could become a stuntman, because they proved that we could have qualified people do these stunts. The argument was, like it was, where we can't have a black quarterback because he can't run the team. We can't have a black coach. We can't have a black stuntman because he doesn't really know how to do stunts. Well, the Black Stuntmen's Association catapulted people like Bob Miner to be qualified enough to join the Stuntmen's Association. So there's a transition. So he was the first black person from the Stuntmen's Association to headline a major show, which was Magnum PI, and a major movie, which was Glory. He was the head stunt coordinator on Glory, which won numerous Academy Awards.
So, Bob, we got to let the kids out there know a word of inspiration from your point of view.
I taught him everything he knows.
Well, I know. Well, you know, we go from way back. And I'm glad we're here tonight celebrating the Black Stuntmen. And I appreciate Roger being able to work for him on the action show of Magnum PI. And I must give him praise for that, for suggesting me, and I got the job. So I stayed the stunt coordinator of the show for 6 years. And I got my director's card on that same show. And I'm just proud to be here. I'm glad to see my brothers and sisters here. And we've come a long ways. We still got a long ways to go, but yet and still, it's happening.
Wait, are you going to shave your head next time you have to double me? You got to shave your head.
Well, there you have it, folks. Right here on Celebrity Scene News, I'm Pete Allman and
Antonio Fargas.
Roger E. Mosley.
Bob Miner.
keep your visions positive.